So do you remember our little tour of the master's house that used to belong to an old schoolmaster back in the day? Well, this is the school that he used to teach in, and we have a tour of that as well. You ready to have a look inside? It's getting cold. Come on. So I'm in at the front door, but that is not the door we're going in through yet again. So come on, we head around the back. This is madness. These places are just so lovely. So this is the back here. A little bit more modern than the front. Let's get inside. So one of the main things about this place that you're going to realise when I'm walking through is that it has been modernised in its past. You're not going to get the charm that you have in the master's house that we were in before a couple of days ago. This has had work done on it, but also that kind of makes your job a lot easier. So let's have a look and see what they did. Come on. So even though we came in through the back door, I'm going to just scooch up to the front now because I think this is kind of the way I want you guys to see the layout of the place. The stuff at the back is a bit more kind of utilitarian. This stuff up here is a bit nicer. So I'm going to stand at the front door and let's have a look at what you get. Okay, so when you come in, this is what you're greeted with. You have a really large, to be fair, really nice condition sash window. Looking out over that magnificent view. I mean, that's a nice window, lads. That does not need work at all. Really, really nice. You have a little kind of a worktop area here with little presses under it. I mean, real kind of a 90s vibe off it. But look, you've modern wiring, more modern wiring here. So this is functional, okay? This is not like old schoolhouse kind of stuff. Someone has done work on this. Down to this side, we have a corridor. And then in here, we have like a little kitchenette even. Another great condition sash window. More 90s presses. I'm not a massive fan of these, you know, the doors. It's very kind of a bungalow vibe. But one of the reasons I want to show you guys around this is I want to show you what you could do to bring this back to a little bit more character, because if we wanted a bungalow, we'd get a bungalow, wouldn't we? So if you come in here, this is obviously one of the big school rooms. And I mean, this isn't what this would have looked like. We have 1, 2, 3 huge sash windows here. Again, lovely condition. This is crazy how good a condition these are in. I really like this. We have storage heating. We have sockets to beat the band. Look. We have clicky flooring and really not a scrap of character, but we're okay with that, right? Okay, this is modernised, and this is what a lot of people are probably going to end up doing with a house like this anyway, so I suppose I can't be too complainy about it. What have we got here? So across the hall here, we have this little room. You see, there aren't really a lot to talk about in these rooms. Look, you have your sockets, you have your windows that are in good condition, you have your magnolia paint, you have your faux ironmongery here. It's really just very 90s, and it needs to not be very 90s for much longer. It's just a bit 90s, really, isn't it? Dual aspect in here for a small room is quite a nice thing. So, I mean, lads, not really a massive amount for me to talk about. But I suppose the big thing in this place is, look, you have a bathroom right here, and it's fully functional, and it's kind of one of those bathrooms where I don't think it'd scare anyone. I don't think it's going to inspire any great, interior design dreams in anybody, but it does the job. We have, this is still some of that extension here, and then a little ensuite on this. So like there was obviously a plan in place here to get this place up and running, to stop it from being a schoolhouse, turn it into a home, and it kind of just obviously didn't get to where it needed to go. But a lot of the back-breaking work is already done here. So I don't want to seem like the person that's like poo-pooing this house, because it has a huge amount of work already done, and that's what I see in this place when I look at it. I would have no love for the doors and the handles and the little 90s kitchen and the ticky-tacky fireplaces and the storage heating, but I know there's a huge amount of people out there looking for cheap houses that would feel a lot more comfortable coming into something like this than they would coming into something like the schoolmaster's house that we were in earlier. This is a lot less threatening. It has wiring, it has 2 bathrooms, it has heating, it has water, it has good windows, it has a relatively good roof, it's secure. You could imagine yourself just putting a 3-piece suite in here and moving in and giving the floors a mop and maybe giving the walls a lick of a brighter colour of paint, and it works and it's manageable, and that's, to be fair, all we can really hope for. The fact that the outside of this place is magnificently original on the outside, the little extension at the back is tidy, it's tucked away, you can't really see too much of it. These are really, really big things, because it means you can have all the mod cons in here without even trying to figure out how on earth you're going to keep that outside looking the way it should. I mean, the iron gates, the pillars, the hedging, the little very manicured lawns, that's all stuff that somebody else has figured out how to keep, and all you have to do is maintain it. And I think that's why I really, really like this place. 130,000 AMV, it's going up for auction soon. 0.3 of an acre, so again, like the little schoolmaster's house, it doesn't have a huge amount of land, but it is in the middle of the countryside. It has views over big open rolling 300-acre fields, and you don't feel hemmed in, but yet you still have neighbours, and you have a solid little house and enough space to easily have pets, have kids, have barbecues, have parties, and you'd be fine. So that's it. I didn't think this was going to be a short, but it is, and we're done. Do you want to see the bathroom again? I'm still so impressed that there's a bathroom. Look at that. God, I'm so easily impressed. If you like the house tour, don't forget, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I keep telling you to do this, just do it, and then you won't miss out on my next one. And if you own a house that you'd like to show off before it gets renovated, or you'd like to show off after it's been renovated, we love an old house tour, and we will come out and we will do it, and we'll have the best of crack, and you can make me tea. I like a good bun, just so you know.